wanna get it, going all in and I won't stop winning. Whip it, flip it, I just wanna get it, let it all go and I won't stop winning.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What do I have for you guys today? We're gonna go over a minimalistic, bare bones, what do you need in your gym bag. I see a lot of these guys rolling around, especially today. I went to Anytime Fitness for the first time. One other person. Granted, I went there at like 5 o'clock in the morning, but this dude's gym bag was about to explode. And when he opened it up, because he was next to me, he had like sweatshirts, supplements. I mean, the thing just looked like he had half his apartment in his gym bag. Now that's okay. If you want to look around a 40-pound gym bag, maybe get a little extra training in, I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. But when I go to the gym, I want a minimal setup. That way I can get into my gym bag, get what I want quickly, and it's not going to take time away from my exercise. Because the upper lower split takes time. So the bare bones essentials, what you need in your gym bag. First and foremost, the most important thing out of everything is your cell phone. Because without music, like the gym's pointless. I can't work out without music. So cell phone. But because of that cell phone, you need headphones. And headphones are one of those things like, you got your original pair, you got your backup, you got your backup to your backup, the expensive backups, and you got your backups to your backups to your backups. Good, trusty skull candy ones. These were like 60 bucks. These like Samsung, I think they're called like X Beats. This was like 300 bucks and they last an hour, even though they said they were supposed to last 4. These are fun, they're not very functional. 40 bucks, I've listened for like 2 days straight on these. They're a little clunky, a little big, but they get it done and they stay on your head when you're working out and they last for a long time. Can't really ask for much more than that. I'm pretty sure they're pretty durable too. Second thing up, water, a jug of it. Do not bring a little Dixie cup, like 4-ounce thing to the gym. The more times you have to constantly go fill up your jug, you're wasting your pump, you're wasting that really good heart rate that you could just be jumping right into another set. Just get a jug. You can get like the really nice durable ones for like 20 bucks. They come with like the case. You can go all out and get like a Bradley Martyn one, or you can go to your local grocery store and get a 99-cent jug of water, and if it breaks, it breaks. Whatever. Super easy. Like, I cannot go, if I forget this, I'll go all the way back home and get it. I'm not gonna take like 500 sips out of the drinking fountain. I'm gonna bring my jug of water. Next up, I have pretty bad wrists. I've spent a lot of time doing the wrong way of lifting when I very first started, so my wrists are a little jacked up. So I got wrist wraps. Now there's like probably 500 different companies that make these. These happen to be Olympian ones. I mean, Bradley Martyn makes his own. There's like, and anyone who's in the fitness industry has their own wraps right now. Furious Pete, he's got some pretty cool ones. These I've had for like 2 years. They're just now starting to fray. They're pretty durable, but I do not go anywhere without these. Do I always have them completely wrench tight? No. I will have them moderately to like minimally tight, just to like add the minimum, help with the wrist stay nice and warm. But when I go for those heavy bench presses, anything that I think is gonna need that really strong and stable wrist support, wrist wraps. That's the key. They never leave my gym bag. Then the same token, wrist wraps. These ones are awesome. They're my second pair of the animal ones. My other ones lasted like 3 years. I still have them. They're somewhere around here. They're getting all frayed and they're getting jacked up. So I keep them as a backup to these ones, but these will make a huge difference. Do I use them every time? Again, no. You don't want to build dependency on equipment to get that heavy weight. If you're a power lifter out there, grip strength is super important. But if you're a bodybuilder out there, your grip strength is important to get those heavy weights 1 or 2 times. But if you've ever seen a competitive bodybuilder, they're not going to be training grip strength, grip strength, grip strength. That's power lifters. So if anyone dogs you for wearing wrist wraps, I mean, that's on them. I use them when I go for anything higher than like 315, 405. Pretty much that's what's gonna help you get that heavier weight and that heavier gains. So these never leave my bag. Sometimes I'll bring both pairs just in case, or maybe if a friend's working out with me, chances are they're probably gonna forget theirs, so they're gonna use my second pair. That also goes the same token for headphones. Every time I work out with someone, like 60% of the time, every time, they forget to bring their headphones. I hate working out without my headphones. Like I can't get into my groove. So having 4 pairs, not all the time, but I'll always keep at least one backup in my gym bag That way if they forget theirs, I look like the ultimate gym bro. I get to hook them up with headphones and I don't have to hear any talk about how their work's going. We just get to slam some weight around. Another, not necessarily bare bones option, but one that never leaves my bags is the knee sleeves. These ones are turned inside out for storage, but they are the strong sleeve. These things are amazing. I use them on leg day all the time. I don't have bad knees, but I don't have like spring chicken knees, so these help if just by barely keeping my knees nice and warm, adding a little bit of that stability. And if I'm going for some super crazy deadlift, like 425 just to kind of see where I'm at, or like 450 to kind of see if I could get a good pull just barely off the ground, I'm gonna put these on and just add a little bit of support of my knees when I do deadlifts. They make a huge difference. I don't use them every single time, but they're in my gym bag because the worst part is wanting these when you don't have them, so I'm definitely always carrying them in my gym bag. What a lot of people ask. I could make an entire video just on belts alone, but I think it's super simple. If you're going heavyweight, put a belt on. If you're going heavyweight that's specific to your stature, to your abilities. So if a heavyweight is 100 pounds for you because you just started lifting, if you think you determine and you need a belt, wear a belt. If you're going for 600 on a squat and you don't need a belt, God mode, and applause to you. But if I'm going heavier than 315 on just about anything, if it's a bent over row, if it's like a squat or a deadlift, I'm putting a belt on. Am I really gonna rob that much strength? Minimal. If I'm gonna hurt my back, I'm gonna spend a lot more time outside the gym and it's gonna rob that much more strength. So I use a belt again with like the lifting straps and the knee sleeves. There's 1,000 different belts. The biggest one being like Cardillo belts. They're expensive, but you pay for what you get. Warhammer's been a huge brand of mine I like. They just launched their belt, I believe, last year. And I mean, it's nice, really durable leather, super pliable. If you're going heavy, wear a belt. That's about as simple as it gets. That is pretty much it. Like maybe 10 things at the absolute most. You don't want to bring your proteins, your BCAAs, your pre-workout, all that kind of stuff is either in the jug of water, which has my BCAAs and creatine in it. I've already drank my pre-workout, and the only other thing that I didn't include, because I don't bring it every other time, is I'll bring another 25% dose of pre-workout. Just because I'll take 75 before I go, I'll bring the extra 25, and that's just a little bit of a bump. An hour into my workout, I'll drink the last 25%. It just sort of keeps those pre-workout levels like perfectly elevated to keep that energy constant. But that's not every time. I never bring that really for leg day. One pre-workout drink in the middle or at the very beginning is gonna be super sufficient, so I didn't include that. But you don't need to bring all that stuff. Unless you're driving an hour home from your gym, you don't need to bring meal preps with you. You don't need to bring any of that protein. You will have plenty of time. Your body is not gonna cannibalize itself in the 15 to 20 minutes of your drive home. And if you are like afraid of that at the absolute like biggest concern in your mind, a protein bar in your bag will be just fine. You don't need to have all that kind of stuff with you, extra shaker bottles, like a huge tub of protein. But for you guys, I think this is a super minimalistic approach to bringing stuff to the gym bag. You don't even probably need a huge bag. You can probably fit that in like one of those little like over the shoulder little carrying bags. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any extras that you carry in your gym bag that you think I'm missing out on and I'm severely lacking, make sure to put those in the comments below. Or if you just want to know where to get or how to get any of this extra gear, or if you want supplements, or if you want the best thing you could have in your gym bag, which probably won't fit in my gym bag, but it's going to increase your gains by like 300%, get you those massive goals, and you're going to look swole. I'll show you this right here. Oh yes, science shows that this shirt right here will get you 300% gains. Subject to change, results may vary. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to get out there, smash a gym session, make your goals happen. Tag me in those social media platforms so I know you're part of the 253 community. As always though, take it easy everyone.
Why always me?